So let me go ahead and tell you guys a little bit more about myself. I am a 36-year-old veteran turned mompreneur. I hail from a small town in Texas, 90 miles east of Houston, called Port Arthur. So I was born and raised there, and I spent the majority of my life, 18 years in Texas, until I joined the military, because I always dreamt about a beauty career, but ultimately I was enticed by the stability of a military career. So I spent 13 years in the military. I was stationed here at Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas, and I have lived here almost 18 years. So when I separated from getting kicked out for wrongful use of marijuana, I know, right? Anyway, I was plunged into entrepreneurship. So I started off as a photographer and doing photo booths, and eventually I went to school to be licensed to be an esthetician. I've recently become a permanent makeup artist, and ultimately my mission is to really help women believe that they can be mentally, spiritually, and financially supported by carrying out their soul's work. I'm also a Leo and a vegetarian, sometimes pescatarian when I feel like it. I'm an avid runner. I love fitness and working out, traveling. I love astrology. I also love the outdoors, so hiking, gardening, shooting, all that is my jam. So I look forward to taking you guys along this journey of my life, of just figuring things out, but ultimately I just want to be a light. I just want to enjoy the time that I have here. I'm really moving towards being more of a minimalist, so I would love for you guys to see that journey as well. But just stay tuned, because I have so much to show you guys. So I really want to be an encouragement to you guys, be an inspiration, because through my own struggles of anxiety and depression, I was able to do a lot of self-analyzing, really looking at myself, facing my own demons, really trying to figure myself out, right? Doing that shadow work, and really asking, what are my toxic traits? What are my issues? Because our control really stops at our fingertips. We don't control anything except for ourselves. So we can control how we react to situations. We can control our expectations so that we don't face disappointments. And this is just a type of mindset that you have to adapt in order to be happy. What we set our minds to, what we want for ourselves, defining our own success is so important. That is how we truly battle depression. That is how we truly battle self-doubt, self-sabotage, all those different things that are stopping us from being our great selves. So I want you guys to really, really, really open your minds. Be open to challenging yourself, because a lot of your change is going to come from challenge. I want to talk about, my accomplishments, but a lot of my accomplishments have come from some of my greatest challenges. Number one, being a college graduate. That's probably, I freaking hate school. So being in school online as an adult, having a family, it's very challenging, but it's actually one of my top accomplishments that I hold near and dear to my heart, because I know the work that I put in order to earn that. So also just being a parent, that's one of my biggest accomplishments, but it's also one of the biggest challenges I've ever faced in my life. Parenting does not come with a handbook. So what are my other accomplishments? Really becoming a licensed esthetician, having to go back to school as a second-time career. That's a challenge, but it's also one of my biggest accomplishments. Also, even graduating from high school. I failed the 11th grade, guys, but I graduated. So that is a huge accomplishment for me. Being a disabled, decorated veteran, a lot of the times it's service before self. A lot of things went on the back burner when it came to myself, but serving that time and really giving my service to this country ultimately was a huge challenge, but it's also one of my biggest accomplishments yet again. I really just love focusing. What I think my accomplishment for myself is taking care of myself, right? But that can be challenging sometimes, putting yourself before everything else. But you guys have to remember that you can't pour from an empty cup. And like they always say on the airplane, you have to put your oxygen mask on first before you help anybody else. So I really want you guys to overcome any obstacles that you have in your life and design the life that you truly love. One of the ways that I was able to overcome some of that anxiety and depression is through meditation, is through yoga, breathing techniques. And so I really plan on incorporating that into the channel so that you guys can use that to relief. I just want to be a relief. Okay, I want to take some of that baggage off of your shoulders. I want you to let it go. Like, I don't want you to be bag lady like Erykah Badu said. We have to just breathe and release all that baggage so that we can create the life that we truly love. So if you guys want to learn more about me and more about my journey on other platforms, you can follow me on Facebook at Stephanie Gunner or on Instagram at SayThatSteph. You can also find me online at www.stephaniegunner.com. So if you guys like the shirt that I was sporting in today's episode, you can get your very own in my shop at www.squadbeautyprofessionals.com/shop. And you can also win one. If I get 500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving this shirt away to one lucky winner. So make sure you go and subscribe to the channel and make sure that you catch us for our next episode.